When people know that I have all of these credit cards that you see here, they ask me questions about the credit in the US because Canada is not the same, Australia is not that good, France, Spain, Germany, they are not that good. The best is in the United States. First of all, you need to build the personal credit score to then have the business one. Why? Because why would a bank give you business credit if the owner did not prove to be trustworthy with the American credit system? They want to know that you're responsible with the use of your credit cards. So if you try to jump the gun, if you try to go too fast and take shortcuts, sometimes that can bite you. Because if you apply for a card and you get denied, that's gonna turn into a hard inquiry in your credit report. So that means that you have something that impacts negatively your credit score. So instead of starting here, you're already starting here. If you were going up, you're gonna take a hit. And that can stick in your credit profile for 6 months and even 2 years. You wanna make sure that every time that you apply, you hit, boom, win, 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 approval, approval. That's why we want to build the personal credit score as high as possible so that you can get approved. There are 5 different areas that affect the FICO score. So it's more complex than just paying the cards on time. That's why I'm telling you, if you join, when you join our program, follow the strategy. I already took the hits for you, so you don't have to. That's why it took me 5 months and a half to get 729 credit score in one of the 3 bureaus. There are students now, members, that do it in 3.5, 4. So they go quick. It took me 10 months and a half, almost 11 months. The Chase Sapphire Reserve, to get that one, 10,000 credit limit, the best card in Chase. But I remember one of the members did it in 8 months, right? And we have the proof somewhere. You just go to firstclasscitizen.com/wins and then go to section credit and you're gonna see there the gentleman who just like shortcut the way. You can find all the wins there, right? Everything that I say here, I like to prove everything that I say, so say that it's real. So first you want to build the personal one and you want to do it properly. When you do it properly, it's gonna be fast. You don't have to try to do it extra fast because then you're gonna take 1 step in front but 2 back. When you have a solid credit profile, then you can start having these business credit lines. They give you 30,000, 37, 32, 50, 60, we also saw. It's also there documented. And those, you then put it through, for example, a payment processor and you cash it out. We have multiple ways. This is just the easiest to understand. Then when you have cash, you can do whatever you want with cash. Can I buy real estate? Yes. Can I buy gold? Yes. Can I buy crypto? Yes. Now, after you have the personal setup and you can spend money with those personal credit cards and get 1, 2, 3 would be the average, 4 and up to 5 points per dollar, that's just earning the points. That's gonna get you free traveling, free hotels. When I say free, it's 97% off, so almost free. That's on the personal side. So you're gonna make a positive ROI on this program, on the investment, by the amount of money that you save. How you make that calculation? Very simple. How much are you spending on a personal level? If you say 3 to 5K between you, maybe your partner, maybe you have a household with more people, let's say 5K, easy numbers, times 12. So it's 60K a year. Then let's make an average between 1 point per dollar and 5. The average is 3. So 60K a year times 3, then you have 180,000 points. What can you get with 180,000 points? The average, if you go directly to the Chase portal, the Amex portal, you get 1 cent per point. But we don't do that here. We multiply that. We use transfer airlines. We transfer the points, partner airlines, and we're getting 6, 7, 8, 10, 12 cents per point. Be more pessimist, then, have a positive surprise when it's even more than that. But here's the thing. 6 cents per point is very doable. So the only thing you have to do now is take the amount of points that you can collect in a year and multiply it for the percentage. If it's 180,000 times 6%, that's $10,800 equivalent in airlines and hotels that you can use in 1 year. Something that you will not have to cash out from money, you can use points. Now, if it was a 10%, right, it would be 18,000 points. So let's say between 10,800 and 18,000. So 6%, 10%. Now, whatever is the number that you spend per year, do the same. That's gonna give you an idea of how much are you gonna recover the investment in the program. It's gonna give you the ROI. That's only in the personal side. And we did not include the sign-up bonuses. When you get a new credit card on the personal side, they give you 50,000 points, 80,000 points. Just happens the first time. So it would be 180 plus 50, 230. If you have another card of 80, that's 230 plus 80, 310, right? And then do the 6% of 310,000 points or do the 10% of that amount. Only in the first year of implementing this strategy. Next year, you can get other more premium cards and so on and so forth. So this is what you want to maximize. This is how you calculate the ROI on this. and that's how you assess if this is for you or not. Now, this is on savings, but what about the money that you can make? Well, that's the other thing. After 6 months of building your credit score up to 720, maybe you're gonna be faster, you're gonna then start applying for the business credit cards. That's why we're getting all of the highest paying, highest fee cards, because we know how to use them 37 times in 1 year, the cost of the fee. That's just for the sign-up bonus. Then for the spend, there's the chasing preferred, for example, that gives you 3 points per dollar on ad spend. How much are you spending on ads? Boom, there you go. We have the Amex Business Gold, 4 points per dollar in the US, not in other jurisdictions. That's why it's useful to do it in the United States. So imagine all of this is stacking, right? Even if you don't have a business use that would rack up many more points, you don't have those many business expenses. Imagine that you're getting a loan. Imagine 3 cards. One it's 50K, the other it's 40K, the other it's 60. 60 and 40 and 50, that's 150. So $150,000 of money that is not yours, that will show you how to cash out from a credit card limit. Then you have 12 months to pay it off. Today, gentlemen, boom, you have 50,000. What do you do? Next day, you implement one of our strategies to cash it out. Then that money turns into cash. You do whatever you want with that money, and then you just profit it. 10%, 20%, 100%. How much money can you make if they gave you $150,000 today and you only have to repay them back in 1 year? How much money can you make? So that's also another way to calculate the ROI of the program. How much I spend on the personal side, how much I spend on the business side, and then how much money I can make with the credit lines that they give me with these intro offers of 0% APR for 12 months or even 15 months as an intro bonus, plus the sign-up points that you get with this card. So it's just like so many things. Add up everything that I said, use the calculator and find out what's your number. But you will see that the investment in the program and how much are you making, have that price in mind, know well your numbers, and then when you hear the number, the price of the program, you're gonna be like, that's a no-brainer. You're gonna make so many X ROI. So now you know the logical side, and then of course the comfort, the quality of life, arriving to a new destination in economy or fully rested because you've been on a bed with chef cooked food. What's the value of that, right? Do you want to bargain with yourself and say, no, I should go economy, or just like book by default suites, but you're not booking the suite, but you're booking the standard room, and then you're getting upgraded with another strategy that we have for that, and with the status that give you these cards. It's crazy. That's why I'm not just talking about, pay your card on time and that's it, because if it's just about getting an ITIN, you know how to get an ITIN, you know how to open an LLC, or you will find any provider on the LLC. The thing is, when you have those assets, the ITIN and the LLC, will they help you to get the business loans, the credit limits on the cards, etc., etc. So that's what we provide here, the full stack. Example, there's a gentleman right now. This gentleman right now is sending us messages and he's sending us pictures and audios saying, for example, you see a picture here, I'm in Bank of America. Should I open this account, or this account? Should I say this or that? Should I get the secure card and the secured? And we are responding in real time while he is on the interview, So we can do this with selected number of people, but we cannot do it for 100 people traveling to Miami all the time. So it's all a balance. That's why we choose quality over quantity. We prefer to give you this more like concierge type of experience, client success manager dedicated to your case. And me personally, I'm always supervising all the operations and making sure everything goes smooth and you win. So voila. If you decide that you want to partner with us, if this makes sense, talk soon and see you inside.